Hello and welcome to the Talking Ben's Valorant Tournament Season 2 Championship between Money Up Syndrome Down and Tyler's Expectations. These have been the two heavyweights of the whole tournament, 9-1 in their regular season standings, both of them, and their only losses came to each other. So it's in for a great matchup. I am joined with Haddock here on commentary. Haddock, due to the Augie suspension, Dragon is going to be filling in for Tyler's Expectations. What should we expect from Dragon here filling in this super crucial matchup?
I mean, I got the chance to talk to Dragon this week as they were all preparing for these games, and Dragon told me that it's going to be a bit of a switch. He's going to try to fill in for that flex role that Augie was playing during the season and not be playing these duelists that we're used to seeing him on. It'll be interesting to see the kind of switch-ups we get from him.
Yeah, we'll have to see how that turns out, as currently I'm looking at Tyler's Expectations, and all I am seeing are Sentinels. I'm a little bit terrified, but we'll see if they change it up here before that happens. Now, I'm going to go to Isaac for the first Extreme X Factor of this championship matchup. Isaac, I know you've been crunching the numbers. I know you've been pulling all the data. Who is your X Factor for this game?
Putting a lot of pressure on the Extreme X Factor after the week we had last week, picking pretty much every single one for every game in the semifinals. I'm looking at both teams. I have a supercomputer that's been crunching numbers for an entire week, and it still is spitting back multiple different results. But I'm going to have to lock something in. I'm looking over at the left. I'm looking at the guy who's back. Can he lock in? We don't know yet, but that's my pick. For the first round of Extreme X Factor, it is going to be Batman, Devin. Back to you, Jared.
Thank you, Isaac. Devin has been a crucial part here in the latter half of this season for Tyler's Expectations. We'll see if they can get it done here. It's going to be Tyler's Expectations starting on defense, where they're a little bit more comfortable, it seems. We do have the winner for most I forgot the award. My goodness.
Most flexible.
Well, we have most flexible as Revel. We have the
And most
MVP in
valuable.
Skedaddle. We do have the most extreme player in Nathaniel. So we'll have to see how it goes down in the first game of this championship matchup. And it is an A push where there's not a single defender on this site. It is a slow push here for Money Up Syndrome Down, and it looks like Captain Blackboy Nathaniel is going to be starting to rotate here for these defenders. Revel going to be sending the eye in hot here, not going to be able to scan anything. Still a slower push here, but it looks like these attackers are going to be able to get this spike down here in this pistol round. So a full 5v5 going to be set up as that smoke is out from the Clove here. Now the defenders rushing in here onto site very quickly here. Mandy trying to find something early here. Fenrir was able to get one as well as Dragon, but Fenrir goes down to Miguel. 4v3. There is Captain Blackboy able to get one Skedaddle though. Right there as well. It's a 2v2. Dragon going down. Skedaddle's got 3. One more maybe. It's Skedaddle. With the MVP coming in hot on the pistol round with 4 big kills there as Money Up Syndrome Down takes a 1-0 lead. Haddock, what a play there from Skedaddle to get the 4K on the pistol there. How is he able to take care of almost all of the defenders?
I mean, this is such a similar comp from what we saw from them in the semifinals against Liv Z Boys. It's just this double push, but you've got this kind of lurking player here in Skedaddle, but, you know, they're coming in on a full retake. They tried to stack the site, and he's just able to get the picks he needs. This is going to be a big play right here.
Absolutely. On the B site, every single player is going to be pushing up here. Revel looking to send that eye out potentially as the defenders are slowly actually backing away, but there's a little bit of contact. Skedaddle trying to get on site here. There is the Revel eye. That wall is up from Mandy. The wall also up on the other side from Dragon. So a quick call to rotate here from these attackers, and it looks like nobody has made their way to A site. We will have to check and see if anybody is mid. The wall is down, and none of the defenders have made a move yet. So Money Up Syndrome Down making their way through Link here with the Prowler from Revolt as they try and take space onto this A site. The blind out for Skedaddle. Not going to see anything here, but a lot of space going to be covered here by these attackers. Dragon and the rest of these defenders only having classics, going to look to try and find something here on these attackers. It looks like Revel is going to have a little bit of health down on their side, but there is Skedaddle and Revel. 3 kills from the Spectres. all up to Devin and Mandy here. Devin trying to throw out a potential smoke here while Skedaddle is pushing up, looking for something here, maybe in the corner. He might get one, and he's going to go down, though, to Mandy. Great play there by Mandy to try and get a little bit of damage dealt, but with that spike slowly ticking, and Miguel on the backside here. I think Mandy might have heard. Mandy is going to go down. Money Up Syndrome down. Win round number 2, and we have a very crucial round number 3 coming up here, Haddock. If you're on the defender side, what do you have to do to be able to slow down Skedaddle, who's currently 6-1?
I mean, this is an important round. This is your full buy round. The other team is on their bonus. Both teams are going to be looking for picks here to get going. I mean, comp-wise, this is just such a what we're used to seeing from Money Up Syndrome down. It's the double duelist play that they are used to playing, where both Miguel and Skedaddle are pushing forward as far as they can go.
Absolutely. We'll have to see how it turns out for them on this round. Revolt once again using that Prowler to try and figure out where these defenders are. The Eye not going to be able to find anything as Skedaddle already on the ult. Look at that! Captain Blackboy with a double there. There's Dragon. And just like that, Tyler's Expectations have a 5-2 advantage. There's another one for Fenrir. Now it's all up to Skedaddle in this 1v5 situation. There is Fenrir going down. Skedaddle only going to have a little bit. And Mandy cleaning it up for Tyler's Expectations as they take a 2-1. Little bit of backing end here, trying to get things tied up here. And actually, I want to see if I can go to Isaac here for a second. The Extreme X Factor, Devin, at 0-2 at the moment. What does he need to do to be able to lock in here and help out the team to try and tie this up?
Well, I mean, putting that crosshair in his opponent's head would be a good first step, but unfortunately, I mean, we're still early into the game, dude. He hasn't had many opportunities to get kills. It's been a lot of saving rounds, and that last round he didn't see anybody. So, I mean, I think he's going to lock in at some point. Right now, it's just not having the opportunity.
Absolutely. We'll have to see how he does it as he currently has his knife out up top in tower. The decoy out. Dragon looking to try and get a shot on it here. There is a lot of utility, and Dragon's going to go down to that Spectre of Skedaddle. Oh, but look at that. Devin trying to find something. There goes one for him. Fenrir looking for something there. A big hit there. Captain Blackboy able to get one as Devin cleans up a one on Gage there. 3v2 situation here. The defenders have the numbers. Revolt, the last one alive here. Can't get the shot on Devin. It looks like Captain Blackboy is low. Mandy gonna go down, but they are going to try and get the splash here. And it's going to be Captain Blackboy clutching it up on 9 health and tying the game for Tyler's Expectations. Haddock, what a play there. The realization to be able to stick the plant on super low health and clutch it up for the team. What do the attackers need to do to be able to try and get this lead back now?
I mean, this is just 2 straight collapses where you can get on the site, and then the retake from Tyler's Expectations is so clean. They're coming back in with, I mean, with just so much confidence. They're trusting each other, they're playing off of flashes, and that's what you saw sticking the plant there. I mean, you have to look for picks here, and you have to keep staying aggressive with this comp.
Absolutely. The attacker's trying to find something in mid where Fenrir has that outlaw, and down goes Skedaddle immediately. A 5v4 already for these defenders as Tyler's Expectations is starting off on a good note. Fenrir now going to look up towards where the attackers are coming in hot. Gage trying to put down a smoke here. This might be bad for this team, but the outlaw shot misses, and Gage stays alive a little longer. And now the slow rotate here by Revolt. Dragon, the lone wolf here on B, but in mid is Captain Blackboy. Can he get a shot? No. The attackers now making their way to B site. Once again, Dragon all alone on that site. Revolt and Miguel trying to get the first contact here. That Prowler is out. Dragon trying to find something here. A lot of them are close by. Dragon able to get one. Multiple were coming up though. Gage gonna get hit there on Dragon, and he gets more. But Fenrir getting a shot on Sphinx. Gage running out of ammo. There's Devin with 2, cleaning it up for Tyler's Expectations, and they take a 3-2 lead. 3 straight rounds here for Tyler's Expectations, and that shot by Fenrir early on Skedaddle was the difference, I believe. Haddock, what do these attackers need to do to be able to get right back in this?
I mean, this is just pure confidence coming through from Tyler's expectations. Everybody knows their role. Nobody is the standout guy. They're all just taking their man. It's one-on-one fights, and they're winning. What you have to do from the attackers is you have to play off of each other. There's no flashes other than the one on the Vise and the ones from the Yoru, which means that your duelists have to be the initiation. You have to play forward and be confident and be aggressive if you want to get back into this game.
Absolutely. Here we go. An A-sided push here by these attackers. Captain Blackboy able to get a big information knowledge boost there with that blind. There is the clone going down on the other side. No kills yet, but a lot of action. There's Captain Blackboy getting two, but Skedaddle able to get one as Mandy finds one, but Fenrir goes down to Skedaddle. Skedaddle somehow with 2 kills there on the Sheriff, and it's going to be just him, and I don't think that's Regal. I think it's can't tell who it is there, but there is Dragon cleaning it up on Gage and Skedaddle. Dragon with Tyler's expectations win another round, and that's 4 straight for them. It looks like these walls that Mandy is putting up here for Tyler's expectation is too much for the attackers to handle here. Haddock, do you think that maybe they need to utilize some mid play or something else that they need to change up there?
I mean, you have to look in a different direction. I mean, they're just smacking their heads into a wall here, literally. I mean, the wall is such a stopping point because they don't have the right initiation. I think it's a big oversight not having, a flashing initiator. The info is great, but if you don't have any kind of, entrance off of it, it's going to cause problems.
Here is Fenrir with the operator trying to find something through the smoke, but not able to. Skedaddle going to clear the entirety of A site here with Mandy, the lone wolf, going to be on there. Shooting through the box is Skedaddle and getting the kill on Mandy. So this is exactly what Money Up Syndrome Down needed here, as we're going to have 3 on the backside of spawn with 1 in mid being Captain Blackboy. Fenrir slowly pushing, trying to find one here with that operator. There is going to be one down. Wow. Getting a big hit. But the ult is out from Revolt. The Prowler going to be hitting a lot of these defenders. 4v3 situation. There is the ult from Tyler. Oh, and Fenrir goes down. Engaged with a big shot. It's a 4v2. There is Revolt. Last one alive is Dragon. And not a lot of time in this 4v1. Might just have to give it up here. Skedaddle trying to come out with that shotgun, but Revolt cleans it up, and Money Up Syndrome Down. Get right back into this game. Big plays here from Skedaddle. He is 12-6, doing exactly what he needs to do here on this attacking side if you're Tyler's expectations. And seeing a player like the MVP of Skedaddle, how do you slow him down?
I mean, he's making the adjustments he needs to make. I was just talking about how without an initiator, the duelists have to play up front. He's normally playing this lurking Yoru that's just only getting picks, but they make the adjustment here. The Yoru goes in first, and they make the contact off of his flashes. If you want to slow him down, you have to keep doing what was working before. Utilize the wall and get picks off of contact.
Absolutely. Fenrir here going with the Bucky. He is going to get away from that Prowler, but Sphinx finds him in the corner, and Money Up Syndrome Down have an advantage so far. They might have to check this box, though, that Mandy's behind, and not a single person knows. Here is the Clove of Gage, gonna go down to Mandy. What a big pick there in this 4v4 situation. Captain Blackboy trying to get something. Mandy able to get Sphinx as well, and Miguel gets Mandy right back. Revolt getting the shot there on Captain Blackboy. It's all up to Devin and Dragon now in this 3v2 situation. Spike is down. Devin coming from the mid side here. Might have some contact with Miguel. Miguel going to miss just at that moment, but Devin looking to maybe peek here. Gets the shot. What a play by Devin. The Extreme X Factor up to find Skedaddle. He's not able to. There's Dragon. 2v1. Still alive is... There it is! What a shot from Dragon! Being able to get Skedaddle! And Devin with the defuse! Tyler's expectations! Getting the round win there in number 8 as they have a 5-3 lead. Haddock, the fill of Dragon, has been a great addition so far, leading the way for Tyler's expectations. How is he able to decipher what these attackers are doing on this side?
I mean, when I talked to him earlier this week, he was talking about stepping into this flex role. He says he's never really felt like he's the guy. He wants to be able to support this team in any way he can, and he does it so well there. He's pushing forward, and he knows exactly where Skedaddle's going to be and makes the play he needs to make.
Absolutely. The ult out for Dragon now on this B side. Skedaddle trying to shoot out, doesn't know where anybody might be at, trying to get some information here. I don't know if these attackers really do want to push on this B side, but they have the wall up for if Fenrir were to try and come out. Captain Blackboy did see the Yori clone. Dragon waiting patiently here, but Fenrir on the other side might have his choice, but misses the shot on Skedaddle. Actually must have been a wall bang because 130 health is down. 20 remaining here for the Duelist as he lurks on the backside. Mandy, though, trying to get a shot and is able to engage. There is Devin getting one on Revolt, but now Miguel getting Mandy back here. Gage trying to ult, find something, but Fenrir takes him out. It's a 4v3. The defenders have the numbers here. Sphinx trying to peek the off, but there is Skedaddle lurking and waiting. 3v3 situation now. Another ult orb here for Skedaddle. That means one left here, but there is Captain Blackboy trying to get him. He's only 20 health. There is the ult from Miguel, able to take out Devin. Dragon able to get him back though. 2v2 situation. Captain Blackboy and Dragon. But there is Sphinx and Skedaddle on the other side. Once again, Dragon having to be clutch here. Sphinx, the one sitting in the smoke. There is shots going out the tap on the spike. Do they push it and do they? No. Smoke is down. Sphinx goes down. It's all up to the MVP. Going against Dragon. Once again, Dragon with the shotgun. Can't get him down. Skedaddle bang him. Does he have it? Dragon gets the kill, but the round goes to Money Up Syndrome down. What a play from the MVP. Paddock just able to bait him out, not sticking that plant. Just had Dragon in his bag. How is Skedaddle able to do it again?
I mean, it's that fake TP that he starts right as the retake comes through from Dragon. He throws that fake TP out, and now Dragon doesn't know where they are. And it wastes about 10 seconds of time where he's looking back and forth. And it just wastes all that time that he could be using trying to make a play. And then once time is ticking, he just plays the corner right. Man, it's such a good play right there from Skedaddle.
The MVP showing once again why he was the winner of that award. There is the ult from him there. There is Fenrir up and close and personal with that Bucky. And he's able to get him. Look at Captain Blackboy getting two. The Gagers, 6-1 able to get two of his own. Skedaddle's gonna go down. And there it is. Tyler's Expectations win round number 10. And they take a 6-4 lead. What a play there from Captain Blackboy, able to get two. That is the most, goodness, I keep forgetting his award. Their most extreme player of the year. How does he continue to be extreme time and time again?
I mean, it's the teamwork coming through. Dragon sets up the util that, you know, just decays and damages the other team. And then it's Aurora and Captain Blackboy coming in and making a play off of it. They're supporting each other in their aggression, and it's creating opportunities for them to succeed.
It looks like, wow, look at Fenrir able to get a big pick on Sphinx there to make it a 5v4. It is an eco round here for these attackers, not really expecting to win this round, just maybe do a little bit of damage here as they set up for the final round of this half. It's going to be a rotate over towards the mid-side. Gage leading the way here with his ghost. But look at the pick by the Extreme X Factor Devin to make it a 5v3. Attackers slowing things down here. Devin with a spray as he makes his way towards B-side. Dragon going to be lurking up here as the rest of these attackers are going to be watching mid-side. Captain Blackboy still sitting there with the Vandal as Skedaddle looks to try and peek around the corner potentially. Here is Zorora looking for a shot, not able to get it. He's going to get hit there in the body and go down to 49. Still 3 attackers remaining here. A gun in the corner that maybe one of these attackers can pick up here. But they are just waiting and taking a lot of time. Only 30 seconds left this round. And it looks like they might just wait this out. I'm not sure what the game plan here is, but the attackers not really looking to take fights.
Only 20
not really
seconds
doing
left.
it too much, yeah. Only 15 seconds now as these attackers make their way towards A site. If they hurry, they might actually have a
10
chance.
seconds
You
left.
would think that Skedaddle has to give.
This is going to be
the-
close.
Yeah, it's going to be real close. Only 5,
No, there's
4.
no
I
time.
don't think there's any time. Just not enough time. And once again, Tyler's expectations are going to win the round. Miguel was able to take out Captain Blackboy Fenrir, trying to make sure that he stays alive. He's not going to. What a hit by Miguel there, but 7-4 advantage. Last round of the half here. Haddock, you are these attackers. You have to try and get around here to make it 7-5. What are you telling your team here as you go into this last round?
I mean, the defense is just so strong from Tyler's expectations. Again, they're playing off of each other, and you have the Clove lurking around. I mean, they just don't have an opening. I think you have to find out where the weak side is, where you have the most opening, and hit it as hard as you can, be as aggressive as possible to start. That's what gave them success in the beginning. We have to see it again.
Here is Fenrir with that operator. Boom, attack of Gage immediately. Great play by Fenrir to make it a 5v4. Look at that. The eye is out, but Mandy's able to take care of Revo before Sphinx cleans up. Sphinx putting out that old Skedaddle, able to take care of Fenrir to make it a 3v3, but Miguel making it a 3v2. All up to the Extreme X Factor, Devin and
Spike
Dragon.
planted.
The Extreme X Factor and the Phil. The last two here, but look at
Oh,
that.
big.
Devin able to get a big one. It's a 2v2. Miguel trying to get a shot. Oh, is able to take him out. Sphinx, the last one alive. Looking for Dragon here. Dragon done. Tyler's expectations take an 8-4 lead going into the second half. And now we present to you the Fat Gerard Fat Stat of the half. It is Dragon, the Phil, for this team at
Switching sides.
13-5 right now. Haddock, I'm going to go to you. I know you talked to Dragon earlier in the week here. He is leading the way here for these attackers. What exactly did he do to prepare for this matchup, and how is he able to succeed time and time again?
Man, when we talked, what we talked about was his comfortability on every agent in the game. He wants to be able to help out this team in any way possible. He said to expect multiple agents, multiple roles from him in this series. And with that Fat Gerard Fat Stat, I'm also looking at the 8 assists. He's being so helpful to these teams. They're playing off of each other. You're going to see Zorora and Fenrir make plays off of his decays, off of his smokes, off of his ults. It's just supreme cohesion coming through from Tyler's expectations. That's why they're winning so big right now.
Absolutely, and taking a look at the other side of Money Up, Syndrome down, obviously the MVP Skedaddle leading the way, but not really what we're used to seeing here from Miguel, Gage, and Revolt, as they are currently negative right now. So what do those three need to do to be able to try and hunker down and get round wins here on this defense half?
I mean, it's all about contact. What we've seen from them in the past is aggression. That's what works for them. But this comp is a little bit harder to pull it off with. So you need to see Revolt making moves in the mid area, trying to get information, finding where the weak side is. Or, you know, they're on offense, or they're on defense now. So what we need to see is him finding out where the attacking is coming from and try to make plays and figure out where they're going to be as the rounds go on. We need to see some predictive play come out if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Absolutely. Here we go for the second half of game number 1. It is a B-sided attack here. Fenrir leading the way slowly here on this pistol round. He's got a sheriff in his hand, and there are 2 on site, being Sphinx and Miguel. Fenrir looking, waiting patiently. Sphinx sitting behind the box here as Fenrir looks out. There's Captain Blackboy trying to get some information. Not going to see much. Fenrir, though, getting shot from behind. Sphinx, what a great kill there. The Sentinel getting the early pick. And now these attackers are without their duelist. It's going to be a lot harder here with a defense-sided Smokes player in Viper, as well as Sage. Waiting patiently is Devin and Dragon, not wanting to peek out as Miguel steps back. Sphinx still on site as well here. These attackers trying to make it seem like they are going towards A site. That is where Skedaddle and Revolt are set up. But these attackers still waiting patiently. Devin pulling out the smoke. Sphinx
30 seconds left.
now has that contact. They're going hot. Oh, Sphinx! That's 3! Devin The Extreme X Factor, the last one alive. Miguel with the shot, but Sphinx! 4! What a play from Sphinx, the Sentinel on the buys. How did he was on a potential pie watch, and he gets 4 kills in the pistol. How was he able to be so smart and play well there with that defensive setup?
Man, we weren't even talking about him. Sphinx is a Sentinel specialist. This is what he excels at, is waiting for the attackers to come in. He doesn't swap off the side. He's patient. He knows that his job is to anchor, and his aim rings true there. He needs to keep this up if they want to have a chance on this defensive side.
Absolutely. Fenrir going to be the lone wolf working here on B site. Meanwhile, the rest of the attackers making their way towards A. There is the Ultor getting picked up by Fenrir. Revolt, though, going to see one there in Captain Blackboy on that jump. Maybe trying to get that eye out, the smoke out as well. Multiple people there taking care of the eye. Miguel and Sphinx maybe starting to make their way. Dragon's going to get hit, though. There is Captain Blackboy getting taken out by Revolt. So look at that. Oh my god, it's just like that. Flawless run from Money Up Syndrome down on Revolt's 3K. What a play there by the defenders. Haddock, Revolt needed to lock in. You said it there. He was able to get a lot of information and was able to take them out. How did he do it?
I mean, he gets the jump peek there, and Gage immediately smokes and moves over to help, and it's the help from the crossfire that keeps Revolt alive there. I'm looking at this composition right now from Tyler's Expectations, and it's very defensive-sided. They don't have a lot of engage. They have to create openings with the smokes from Batman, and they have to get the flash contact kills off of Sky.
Absolutely. Captain Blackboy going to have to try and lead things here with Fenrir. It looks like Gage is going to be the only one here in mid with that ghost. Is Fenrir ready for it? He sees him with the Phantom. Going to be checking corners. Fenrir going to get hit with that decay, and the smoke is out. Wow, look at that! Revolt able to get him through the smoke in the head! 5v4 here for these defenders. They currently have the head advantage while all of these attackers are stuck in mid. On the other side, Sphinx waiting for maybe a B-sided push as Captain Blackboy starts to make his way up there. He only has a shotgun, and he doesn't have the greatest angle here, so a lot of people can play that long. He might have to try and sit in the corner as Devin looks to push up and maybe get a smoke down on Heaven. It looks like there is Revolt able to take care of Dragon, though. Devin trying to push up, but this might be bad for Devin. There's Sphinx, but Captain Blackboy gets one right back. 4v2 situation, but down he goes. Miguel,
30 seconds.
can he get one more? Yes, he can. Tyler's Expectations going down, and Money Up Syndrome down, and it's a 1-round advantage for these attackers here, but it has been all defenders here. Money Up Syndrome down, looking great early here, Haddock. If you're the attackers, you said it early, they have to try and find something here, but what can you do, especially now that Skedaddle has the operator in his hands?
Man, we've seen Skedaddle on the operator in the past, and he is scary to say the least. I mean, if you're the attackers, there's just I really don't have a lot of solutions. The defense has figured it out. They're playing back. They're waiting for the engage because honestly, the engage is just weak. You might have to do what they're doing now and just play default and try to create openings off of heroic plays. But that's just not going to be sustainable on this defensive side. You've got to come up with another game plan.
Absolutely.
Oh, no.
There's Miguel taking out Dragon early on the lurk. What a shot there from the Neon. Dragon even compliments him there on it. Great play from Miguel. The mid push is out. Captain Blackboy going to see multiple here. The wall is up, and now the call is to go towards B side where Miguel is. Fenrir trying to find his way towards the back as Miguel going to get shots down on Devin. He's got 3! The spike is down, but the last two towards spawn side, Revolt and Gage going to be coming to help here. Miguel maybe having to watch his flank as Fenrir going to drop down. Miguel sees him there. Miguel going to take it out by Fenrir. Only 5 health, but Sphinx is on the flank, ready to go potentially. Sphinx trying to take out one there. Fenrir going to know that the wall is tripped there.
30 seconds left.
The heal is out for it. Fenrir trying to get a shot. Gage able to take him out there. Last one alive is Captain Blackboy. 1 health. It's Skedaddle with the up. Takes him out. It's a tie game in round number for 16. What a play there from Miguel Haddock. I mean, able to get 3. He got 1 early there on Dragon and then found 2 more in mid. How was he able to get the job done there?
Man, he plays the game right. He's hit his stride finally, moving around in between these sites. And Skedaddle is waiting on that A side, and they play the default, so I think they might have gotten an inkling that he was going to be waiting there. That's why they moved back towards B. But it's Spinx playing around his wall and creating a stall that way they can't get back into the round.
Oh my gosh, Skedaddle once again showing operator. 2 shots from the MVP is all he needs to get 2 down. Looking for more here while the attackers make their way towards the other side. Devin going to get hit there in that smoke. The C's out from Revolt. But Captain Blackboy has a chance. Revolt able to take care of Mandy there. Maybe 1 more on the way. Not going to hit Devin, but there is Captain Blackboy trying to make something happen here. 2 kills of his own. 3v2 situation here. Devin and Captain Blackboy trying to make their way with Skedaddle, Miguel, and Spinx on the other side. 3v2 situation here with Miguel on the spawn side. It's going to be Skedaddle on flank and Spinx in mid. 3 different angles, 3 sides of attack here. Are these attackers ready for it? There's Captain Blackboy getting held out, but Miguel sees him there. It's all up to the Extreme X Factor. Can he get it? Can he get the Skedaddle? But he can't get Spinx! There it is! Money Up Syndrome down, taking the lead here, and they are going to have the advantage on the backs of Skedaddle and Miguel. Haddock, 35 combined kills from these 2. They have just been sensational so far. Captain Blackboy, I believe, has really been trying to turn up the heat here. What does he have to do specifically on the flashes to try and tie this game back up for Tyler's expectations?
I mean, again, it's just relying on heroic plays. We see a little bit of it there towards the end of the round to create the opening where they can get the spike down. But I mean, what's happening is you're seeing more adjustments coming through from Money Up Syndrome down. They recognize that that the other team doesn't have strong enough engage, and they know that they're going to try and play for picks, try to play that default. And so they're just playing patient, waiting for those opportunities, and you're seeing the picks come through in mid like we did last round.
Absolutely. These defenders have won 5 straight rounds trying to look for another one here. Gage, Spinx trying to hold serve in mid here. The dog is out. Gage is going to take it out, and now Fenrir is going to push and get a shot on Gage. That is what Tyler's expectations needed. Revolt sitting behind the box. Captain Blackboy being hit by that decay. Devin able to take out Spinx, but Revolt able to get Fenrir there. Mandy waiting on the wall here, 4v3. Dragon going to be waiting. There is multiple ults out. Skedaddle able to take care of Devin. There is Miguel. Mandy able to get one in the corner though. Going to get the res on Fenrir. Trying to get one here on Revolt, but Revolt's got his third. Now it's all up to Skedaddle in a 2v1. Skedaddle versus Revolt and Dragon. Well, Dragon goes down. It's the MVP. It's the MFP in a 1v1. Skedaddle waiting, trying to see if Revolt, or excuse me, Devin, left. Not the MFP, this is, excuse me, Revolt, a member of MMUSD, Devin, the Extreme X Factor. Yeah. Here we go, Skedaddle on the other side, Devin going towards B. This is the biggest moment of the game. Devin and Skedaddle in a 1v1. Devin's gonna go up top while Skedaddle is going to hunt in mid. Smoke is out for Skedaddle. Devin on 100 health. Skedaddle on 70. Looking up top heaven. I don't believe it's planted. It is actually planted for Devin.
Time to jump.
TP available. Devin just going to wait patiently here. Skedaddle trying to get it down. Oh! The Extreme X Factor gets the clutch and ties the game! What a play from Devin to tie it up for Tyler's expectations. I want to see if I can get Isaac here for a second. He has once again nailed it on the head. Devin actually can lock in here. How were you able to crunch the numbers and know that he was able to take out the MVP in that clutch situation?
You won't believe the amount of barbecue biscuits 4 a.m. donuts I crunched to get to this point right here, but the numbers kept spitting back Devin game 1, and it looks like it paid off.
Get out of my way.
Absolutely, Devin working his way to that clutch here. The ult out for Fenrir here in round number 19. It's 9 apiece. Gage going to throw out the utility here. Fenrir going to get hit, but wait patiently here with those knives. The eye is out for Revolt. It's sitting up top. It's going to get taken out here. It's a big A-sided push with Dragon lurking and Miguel trying to see if he can find him. He does! One tap! One kill! Gage able to get Fenrir, but Devin, the Extreme X Factor, right back on Revolt. 4v3 situation here. Extreme X Factor through the smoke! 3v3 now! Sphinx sitting with the judge, waiting, but that dog might be able to see. There it is, Sphinx! And Sphinx is in trouble! Do they rush him? I'm not sure if this is a good idea. Man, he's gonna go down. Can't get the Black White doing no. Skedaddle with the up. It's all up to Devin. He's gonna have to ace clutch. Thorns are out. Sphinx trying to find something here, stuck in the corner, but it's Skedaddle
30 seconds
up
left.
top and mid. Miguel on the other side. And Skedaddle wins the round for Money Up Syndrome down, and they take the lead. Oh my goodness, Devin trying to do some heroics right now, Haddock, but it's just not enough. Skedaddle with that op coming through once again. I mean, we are seeing a great game right now. I just want to hear from you. What are we seeing, man?
Man, I mean, it's more of what I've been saying, you know, in rounds previous. It's just not enough engage, and you're seeing heroics come through. The players are trying to step up. Captain Blackboy's getting kills, and it's just not enough. The defenders are so steady, so consistent. This could be a big play here from mid from Finn.
Yes, absolutely. Skedaddle looking to try and pick one off here early. And he gets it on Dragon. The TP out. What a play from the MVP. There is Fenrir with the Stinger, able to get out of there a little bit. Going to be at 130. Sphinx almost knows he's there. It's like he's got walls or something, but Fenrir going to hop out and get that ult orb here. All these attackers sitting on the B side, but Sphinx and Miguel setting up, waiting. There is Fenrir. I don't know if you heard the shots. He's able to get away, though. Miguel getting hit, but takes out Captain Blackboy. It's a 5v3. He knows one's up top, but there's Devin getting on site. Can Sphinx hold it down? Skedaddle with that operator. There is Fenrir able to get Sphinx, but Skedaddle taking out the Extreme X Factor. He's got another one on Mandy. It's all up to Fenrir here in this 3v1. He's able to get one on Gage. It's Skedaddle and Revolt, though. The last one's alive. Fenrir trying to knock him down. There is the blind, and Revolt cleans it up. Money Up Syndrome down. Win once again, and they have taken over here with this 2-round lead. Haddock, I mean, they are just doing everything right now. Everything right now. Led by Skedaddle, Miguel, and Revolt. It's just like we said, like we just needed these guys to step up, and they are taking control.
Cutting through. Yeah, I mean, I talked to Skedaddle earlier this week, and what he said, I asked him about how they split the series with Tyler's expectations during the regular season, and I asked him if he thinks they've improved, and he says that their cohesion is their biggest strength. He said that playing off of each other is what's going to get them the win here today.
Absolutely, as Fenrir has the Marshal in mid, waiting to see if Revolt potentially peeks out here with Gage right behind him. There is the wall from Dragon waiting patiently here. You feel like you have to get this round if you're Tyler's expectations. Can't let it be match point yet. Gage waiting patiently. Devin with the shotgun. Can he find something there on Revolt? He's able to. Let's get down against Fenrir. Can Gage get Devin? No, he can't. The Extreme X Factor going to take him down. But look at this. He's going to try and get it right back. He's able to take him out.
And no, another ult.
Double ult from these cloves. Can Gage get out of there in time? Devin trying to find something. I don't think he has enough. And Skedaddle takes him out. It's a 4v2. Dragon and Mandy, the last alive. Ult and Clone out for the MVP. We're maybe just going to have to try and play a little ratty here. The smoke is out. Dragon with that shotgun trying to find one on Gage. He's able to get a job done. The ult is out now. He knows it's do or die. Mandy has to maybe help out while Dragon gets this plant down. Dragon trying to find something maybe on Miguel, or there's Sphinx. The Arsenal is out. Dragon, the last alive, has to pile in the chair, but Miguel cleans it up. And Money Up Syndrome down are 1 round away from taking game number 1 here. Haddock, if you are Tyler's Expectations, gotta win 3 straight here. You've only won 1 in this half. What are you telling your team to be able to do to get this back to an overtime potentially?
I mean, it's just going to have to be the kills coming through that gets them the win. What you saw there, they got the picks they needed in that little choke point in elbow, but once they got onto site, the retake was just too strong, and with the ult coming out, it just still was not enough. You have to see bigger plays and bigger kills coming through from Tyler's Expectations.
And we will have to see if they can get it done. Dragon lurking up and oh God! What a shot with the out! Revolt seeing one there on Fenrir. Oh, these attackers pushing out. There is Fenrir getting engaged. So a 4v4 situation here. Fenrir's trying to push up, maybe get a shot on Revolt, able to do a little bit of damage. Skedaddle winning with that. He's got the oh my goodness, Skedaddle! TP's out. Trying to find more. There is Captain Black Boy, but Skedaddle's gonna down. 2v2. It's Captain Black Boy and Mandy. Game on the line going against Sphinx and Miguel. Miguel on spawn side, Sphinx on the flank. These defenders have to get the spike down if they want a chance. Miguel able to take some space here, trying to wait patiently, going to check a corner. Captain Black Boy might be able to time this just right. Does do it. Can he get the kill? Yes! Captain Black Boy's got his 3rd. The MXP coming in clutch when he needs to. Mandy getting the plan down. It's a 2v1 for Sphinx. We've seen Sphinx finish games off before. He did it in the semifinals in a 3v1 situation. He has a chance to do it again. He saw Mandy. Does he have the time? Captain Black Boy waiting on the other side. Gets behind the box though. Mandy's still there. Sphinx able to take him out. 1v1. Oh, Captain Black Boy wins it for Tyler's Expectations. The MXP with the 4K. What a play there. Haddock, it's heroics like that from the MXP that are going to have to get Tyler's Expectations to overtime. If you're the defenders, how do you win just 1 more round and move on to game number 2?
I mean, you have to do what keeps working. Captain Black Boy, once they get the picks they need and gets that 2v2 situation, they make the right play and wait for the next person to push up. They play off of the flash and make sure it goes to a 2v1. That's a smart play, the right play, and you need to see more of it. If you're the defenders, you have to keep sticking to what's working. Stick to your flashes, stick to your aggression, and make the plays you need to make.
I've got your trail.
We will see how it goes as the Captain Black Boy ult is out in round number 23. Fenrir getting ultra aggressive here. Maybe going to try and find Revolt in elbow, but it goes towards Skedaddle's side instead. Does he know that he's there? Oh, Revolt gets taken out, but he was able to get wow, Captain Black Boy Skedaddle able to take out Fenrir. There's the rest. There's Mandy going down. Oh, but Dragon gets it back. Danger will take out Devin in a 3v2.
1 enemy remaining.
Dragon's got a look. Miguel takes him out. Last one alive is Fenrir. It's a 3v1. The decay has hit him. All pushed up is Gage. Not able to get it done. Sphinx and Miguel, the last 2 alive. There is Fenrir getting out of there with Sphinx. Finishes it off. Money Up Syndrome down. Win game number 1, and they take the advantage. We will see you for game number 2 next.